Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to motherfucking Pnoid News. Man, listen, welcome to the Church of Jesus Christ, not a bitch made nigga. Man, listen, this is the best place to be. I'll be honest with you. All right. Now, usually I'd be at work right now, but you know what I mean? I went and saw my kids today and I helped, you know what I'm saying, like get their fucking crib in order, all that type of shit. And I spent the day grinding it out and I took a nap and I woke up a little late and fucking worked and gave away my loads for the day. So I ain't got nothing to do. So I'm here with y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I figured I might as well be productive while I'm here, you know what I mean? And so with that being said, I decided to, you know what I mean, like cover some fucking stories that are kind of important to me as far as I'm really concerned. Florida Man's here with me. Florida Man, did you hear about what happened in West Virginia?
Was there a shooting?
No, there wasn't a shooting. There wasn't a shooting.
Because I think I might have heard something maybe.
All right. So West Virginia has passed a bill that says that if you get arrested, right, they cannot like release your mugshot until you're convicted.
Oh, okay.
Right, which anybody who's ever been falsely accused of some shit or has
that sounds right.
Not been convicted, right?
Yeah.
This is something that is, you know, I mean, 100% necessary because you have two problems. One is the news, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the news stands here and runs stories that, you know what I mean, are like half-assed, right? Where like they'll go, this man was arrested for this, and police say blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, ain't that fucking enlightening? You know what I mean? Because the police like literally lie through their fucking teeth constantly, right?
Oh, yeah.
And in doing so, you know what I mean? Because like they want to be able to like arrest the perpetrator, like they're basically tainting a jury, number one. And number two, they can cause you to end up being, you know what I mean, like having like your entire life wrecked. There was a story about this guy who his wife was killed outside of his house by like a serial killer, right? This happened like in my area, like right by like where I was born at, right? And this dude ended up getting arrested by the local fucking prosecutor or whatever. And he was held in this fucking like in this police station and being interrogated for like 56 hours straight, right? They just sat him in a fucking chair. He shit himself, pissed himself. The whole
Jesus.
night, right? You know, I mean, it's fucking crazy. But even on top of that, like, yo, once he got back to the crib, he done lost his job. Like his fucking kids were taken from him. The motherfucking his family turned his back on him. He ended up losing his fucking house. And come to find out, this dude was just asleep, you know what I mean, because he was working or whatever, right? And like his bitch was killed by a serial killer, right? And he was completely innocent. But because of the fact like all this information about him got released before he was ever convicted or had a day in court, you know what I'm saying? Like
his life was already fucked.
Yeah, you know what I mean? All the damage was already done. And there was
my question is though, real quick, how did his job and all that learned everything in like barely not even 2 days, like 56 hours, and like that's kind of like that's really fucked up. That's almost kind of impressed, like, wow, you all worked fast. You took the kids and all this shit. He's only been in questioning for a little over a day.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like, listen. So, like, you know, the fact that he lost his job caused him to lose his house. The kid CYS immediately got involved because he was gone for 56 hours, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All that type of shit. And basically, fucking what ended up happening is the news ran that fucking story immediately, and his job fucking bagged him because they thought he was
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the media is pretty much out of control. They just got to get that views and shit, and then they don't give a fuck if they destroy someone's life.
Right. And then on top of that, you have this problem, right? Where like literally what ends up happening is you end up having these motherfucker. I'm gonna put this in better view for y'all so y'all can motherfucking see this better, right? What ends up happening is that this like these people will charge you. They'll go, hey, look, you know, we can scrub all this shit from the internet for you, right? You know what I mean? And take your mugshots up off the internet, but it's going to cost you like $8,000 or $10,000 fucking dollars to do it, right? Even though you were never convicted of any fucking crime.
Yeah, that is just that's already kind of what's that saying? Proven guilty before innocent or whatever. It's like, dude, you're guilty before anything even started. The fuck.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally like, that's what, you know what I mean, the whole thing's hitting for. You know,
I was gonna say though, that's a good start. That they should do that, but they should do something else that you mentioned in one of your old videos. Is that when you do your time, take that crime, whatever, out of your record when you leave. They should also do that too. But this is a good start, I guess.
Well, I agree, right? I 100% agree, right? And so, like, that's that's kind of one of those things where, you know what I mean, I'm standing here and I'm going like, bro, like this 100% needs to, you know what I mean, be something that we have a conversation about, because you can't have like a motherfucker just getting accused of some shit, you know what I mean? And then their mugshots ran in the paper, you know what I mean? And like all of a sudden, like, you know, people are like, oh man, like blah, 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 before anything goes to
even social media has made it even worse.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's kind of where the mentality is and shit, right? So, you know what I mean, I wanted to bring that one to the fore and shit, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can understand exactly what's going on with